And I am not here all by myself. I am here with my good friend, Brother Jamie Galloway. Hello, my friend.
Hey, Troy. How's it going, buddy?
I'm doing good, man. I have so enjoyed spending the day with you today, man.
We had a blast.
I know it. I feel like I already know you. I feel like I've known you for a while, and I love that about you, man. Thank you for being good to me, man. Hey, man, I'm holding a book in my hands right here, and it's called Secrets of the Seer, 10 Keys to Activating Seer Encounters, right on.
Yeah.
And we're going to, obviously, you and I, we're going to be unpacking your book a little bit. We're going to be talking about prophetic things, prophetic values, and then, of course, I'd like to go over some of your points on this. But before I even get off into this prophetic thing, who are you? And what's going on with you?
That's a great question. Who am I? I think that's kind of the question that everybody has going on in their heart. You know, for me, most of what I do is more geared around the prophetic ministry. And I find my energy and time kind of devoted to that and honing in on that craft is what I call it. And so
I think like 3 or 4 months ago, I was fasting and praying for the year to come. I'm always looking for prophetic phrases, right?
Right.
And I had my whole team around me, and they were like, we know, Pastor Troy, that homeless people speak God's word to you. And I'm like, they do. And this guy walks up, he says, it's all about the J's. It's the year of the J's, and that's all God told me to tell you. And he turned around and walked off. And everybody went, whoa. Well, the year of the J's was something I had already written down, that this is the year of the J's. This is the year of the Jehu. This is the year of the Jeremiah. I would have to be able to get past the offenses of how God speaks to you.
Yeah.
Right on?
Totally.
So what are some of the ways that God speaks to you?
Yeah, so
how does that work for you?
You know, what you're describing, Troy, is really important, and it's important for us to pay attention and recognize that, you know, for those that are out there, you're right now, you may be hearing this and going, man, God doesn't speak to me that way. I wonder, how can I hear? Here's what happens though. We miss it because we're trying to hear the voice, and God's trying to give us the message.
Yes.
You know, and so I'll give you an example. Okay, my wife, I get home from a long trip. I get in, I put my socks on the floor, right?
Yep.
In the middle of the living room. She'll yell out to me and she'll go, Jamie, your socks are in here on the floor. Now, the thing about that is she's not trying to give me information.
Yeah.
She's not trying to tell me the location of my socks.
That's right.
Am I getting the message? Get your socks off of here, you dummy. You know, put them where they're supposed to be.
Yes.
And so many people, maybe you're listening to this right now, you've heard this phrase, hearing the voice of God.
Yep.
I have a book called Hearing God's Voice. And we make it with that kind of phrase or that kind of terminology, we miss what the message is.
Yes.
Because we think he's going to give us in English.
Yes.
You know, or give it in a language we know.
Yes.
But are we recognizing, are we perceiving the message? And that's where seeing comes in, because I feel we can hear the voice of God and we can see the message. Do we see and perceive the message that he's sharing with us? That's how God speaks to me. I have moments in my life, and some are more fantastic than others, but others are so subtle.
Yes.
They could pass you by.